A warm welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's car brings us right back into the Bond universe. This is the Scalextric James Bond Lotus Esprit S1 from The Spy Who Loved Me movie.
Right. Now pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this equipment. There are one or two rather special accessories.
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently.
Now I've got to tell you, as a child, this was the most exciting 007 car for me. It wasn't my most favourite as I grew older, but as a child, this was the one. And you can probably guess why. I mean, come on.
Can you swim?
Now, what I love about this Scalextric representation of this car is how they've kept it authentic. Now, I bought this one, I bought it brand new. I'm so happy you can still get these cars that came out some time ago from Scalextric. You can still buy them brand new. I found this one and I am so impressed. The photos do it no justice. Trust me, when you get this in person, I think you'll be impressed. So apart from the obvious, just like in the movie, you have all these fins around the vehicle and at the back. But what impressed me first off when I got it out of the case are these louvers here, look. I was kind of thinking that these louvers was a mould, like the actual windscreens weren't windscreens. They were just a plastic mould and you couldn't see through them. But you can, look. However, that is not the case with the side windows, but who cares? Right now, don't get me started with the rear of this vehicle. How awesome and authentic does this look? And again, Scalextric paying attention to detail. I mean, right at the back there, you've got your 4 propellers, or at least you can see the housing for the propellers. Now, considering it's a 132 scale slot car, and you've got everything else going on around it here, you'd think they'll just get away with not actually putting propellers there. They went ahead and put propellers. Oh my gosh. You see? Absolutely awesome. And then you have the awesome looking rear lights with the registration plate, and at the top just there, you can see the livery for Lotus. And then you have Esprit right there, which is replicated on the other side. In fact, let's get to the other side, because I want to now show you, just like on the real version, you've got Bond's periscope right there. And then there's this prismatic or prism mirror right there. I'm not sure what that would be for on the top of the vehicle. Although I'm not questioning Scalextric, because that is exactly how the real version is. Nice. And again, Scalextric has sort of painted in the front of that mirror to simulate a mirror. And then we get to the front of the vehicle, loving the Lotus badge right there. You've got the front registration plate looking exactly how it should look. The only thing I'm not loving, there are no front working lights. However, according to the case that it came in, the rear lights work. Can't wait to see them lit up. Let's have a quick look underneath. Ah, very neat. And I love that, and don't do this at home, I love that the fins right here, they slot perfectly into the track slots. I only did this so that I can show you underneath, okay, on camera. But yeah, as you can see, good. That's an inline motor. Loving that they've got the Esprit cut out right there. Lots of vents going on here too. You got your magnets, and look, no front wheels. It's just your guide blade and the braids. You got 2 rear wheels here. Oh, now look. You know what happens whenever you see a slot car waiting in front of the car elevator? Well, if you look carefully at this bad boy, you can see it's too wide to go in the lift. So I'm going to have to use some creative licenses and get it to the mechanic's garage and pretend it will fit in the lift. By the way, fun fact, did you know this was called Wet Nelly as a nickname? Wet Nelly. Off scene though, behind the scenes. Wow, there's hardly nothing to it inside, but it is great that it's an inline motor. Right, before I get it on the track, let's just make sure the motor runs and the rear lights work. What an iconic James Bond car. The Scalextric Lotus Esprit S1 from the movie The Spy Who Loved Me, affectionately known behind the scene as Wet Nelly. However, if you go too fast around the corners, expect that to happen. And you could say that will happen with any slot car if you go too fast around the corner. What I'm trying to say is that this particular model, you don't even have to go that fast for it to happen. It will literally come flying off the track even if you're going at a moderate speed around the corner. Reason being, Scalextric had to make this look as authentic as possible as the on-screen version. So for the slot car version, they had to make the rear wheels closer together and of course no front wheels. So it's a lot easier to derail, as it were, or should I say, pop out the slot. Other than that, another fantastic model for the Bond collection.